Under the lead of Professor Michael Kim, 4 students from the Yonsei Underwood International College arrived in Florida to explore one of the Generation sites in the United States. Generation is a demand-driven youth employment program founded by McKinsey & Company in 2014. With youth unemployment rates soaring in South Korea, we were interested to find out how this program could help solve the employment issues in our country. Filled with curiosity and excitement, we began our mission to Generation Jacksonville. The first location we visited was the Florida State College. Patrick Morton, the Global Deputy COO at Generation, gave us an overview of Generation and its mission.
Recognize that there's kind of 2 sides to this coin, right? So on the one hand, you've got, 75 million young people worldwide who are either unemployed or underemployed. And on the other side, you've got what 40% of all employers say that there's a skills shortage for their entry-level positions. And so given that you've got 40% of employers who think there aren't enough skills, and you've got 75 million young people who are looking for work, this feels like a solvable problem.
Generation's mission is to fill the gap between the employers and the youth. Since its launch in 2014, Generation currently operates in 5 countries and have trained over 17,000 young people around the world. Its graduates have over 82% job placement, 72% job retention at 1 year, and 2 to 6 times higher income than prior to the program. The figures show that the program has been pretty successful. But one question we had in mind was, did it really impact the students' lives? We interviewed the current students to hear more about their experiences with Generation.
I know for me personally, I didn't know how to approach it. I didn't know how to answer questions like, why should we hire you? And I'd be like, I don't know, because I need the job. But they were able to kind of walk you through the kind of proper way to answer the question and go through it so that it makes it sound like, I have skills that can contribute to what you need.
But, practicing mock interviews with your peers, with, someone who's a professional who actually has hired people based on these things, you learn how to be able to talk about your weaknesses, but also resolve them in a sense. So you know that you're working on them, you know that the employer's working, they understand you're working on it.
Just stay focused on what I wanted, why I came here, and not trying to go back home. Just stay focused. Biggest change.
Once you kind of understand how the certification works, it does set you up to get another one. I've been studying to go on and get the Network Plus and then things like that.
I'm there with you. I'm here. Let's go through this. It really does help.
The students were all highly satisfied with their training at Generation Jax. How is this possible? We found the answer to the question by talking to the program coordinator, mentor, and the instructor at Jacksonville.
But I think it's very important to have this role in the program because I feel like half the time, when you have a program, you're not sure what each student is going through, what each student's individual needs are, whether it's academically or just support at home and just anything.
Social services that they might need. We do have students that come in with certain barriers, whether it be low income. So a lot of times, housing is a problem, or gas, or just money, food. So just setting them up with any sort of services that they might need in that way. And then also being that mentor. So if they come in with, we have students that have depression or anxiety, etc., or just go through a difficult time period. We're there to talk to them, kind of ease them through things, help them. Right? Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Introducing some of those things and doing some more of the kind of the team building portions. We have our first 15 minutes of each day is set up for morning motivation, they call it, is what the block is. But it's anything from team building, establishing rapport, those kinds of things. I like the structure of the curriculum. The curriculum team's done a really good job about developing the material and giving all the instructors a good foundation. Again, having an IT background and the A+ certification and some other certifications and stuff like that, but being able to really step right in and start with day one.
With such a strong staff team of coordinators, mentors, and instructors, 83% of graduates worldwide were employed within 90 days after program completion. To find out whether the employers were really satisfied with the graduates, we visited C7 Creative, a marketing agency and an employer partner of the Generation Jacks. Deontay, an alumni at Generation, has been working as a marketing assistant at C7 since last year. The Vice President Kristen Wachakowski and Project Manager Caitlin Crowder were both very pleased with Deontay not only for the technical skills he owned, but also for the work ethic he learned through Generation. Deontay himself was extremely happy with his job, doing what he loves and where he actually wants to stay longer. The employers and the youth were not the only benefiters of the program. The Jacksonville community altogether saw a positive change in the Newtown Success Zone.
So we have a lot of shopping areas, but many of individuals just were not being connected to those things because they didn't come with the right skill set. So they walk out with their customer service certification, something that they've accomplished, something they can put on their resume. They walk out with building how to write a resume. They walk out in regards to how to give a proper interview. So these are things that they learn, and what we have found that in partnering with Generation Jacks, we just did not just have individuals just get jobs, but they also have individuals who actually then go back to school, either at FSCJ, our community college, or they come here at Edward Waters College. But we also have individuals too who are now on management tracks at CVS and other companies because they went through the Generation Jacks. They know now how to, lack of a better term, play the game, know the things that they need to do to be successful on their job, and now they're getting promotions because of the help they receive from Generation Jacks. And the part that I like even more is that Generation Jacks offer wraparound services. So even when you're done with the program, they just don't leave you. They stay with you even after you get the job to make sure things are going well, because they want to make sure that 90 days from now, you still are employed and you're still working in that job.
Through the Generation program, 70% of the Newtown residents received customer service retail certification and 100% job placement. These individuals have now become givers of society who feels a sense of pride in themselves, building the vision to do more with their lives. According to Mr. Maxey, Generation Jacks brought to the table the intangibles that you can't measure, such as how you feel and view yourselves, which created a huge change in their society. Generation is not the typical youth training program that we encounter day to day. It is a program with a rigorous curriculum based on meticulous feedback, research, and data analyzation from the best professionals of the field. In addition to its carefully structured curriculum, Generation Jacks also has the most supportive and encouraging staff members who try to interact with the students as much as they can. As a result, everyone involved in the program have developed a special rapport with one another, motivating them to do their best. Generation School for the Future is to educate 1 million students globally by 2022. With Asia as one of its big focus this year for expansion, we hope Generation brings a lot of new employment opportunities for both the youth and the employers of South Korea.